So I guess, who is the SEC rep for any of those, or SOC rep?
6.
For 6, okay. All right, well,
John Matthews is one, isn't he?
yeah.
For the 14th.
Are you?
I am for the 10th.
Do we may not have one for the 8th.
Well, theoretically,
Duggar?
so long as each chapter has an SEC rep that attends the meetings. So from the board, I can tell you, I'll start from communications. I did actually speak to Amanda before this meeting. She was not feeling well. She's had some health issues. I'll spare the details. But from a communications division point of view, it's hard to put out a newsletter without content. Chapters and chapter membership, party membership needs to get ideas, content, requests, whatever, over to communications division. So if whether it's an event like the upcoming picnic for Northern Illinois Libertarian Party chapters, or regional, or whatever events your chapter has going on, get that information to her. Political division is still working on finalizing who's going to be interested in making runs. They have a couple of slots that are open, positions that are important. IT division has positions that are open that need to be filled. We're talking party officers for the state party that if those jobs don't get filled, the work doesn't get done, and the state party functions to serve and support local chapters. Field operations division, which I'm the field operations director. We have a volunteer director named Lorraine Albert Nardis. I can't remember how to pronounce her last name right now, but she is part of the DuPage Libertarian chapter. She's been a Libertarian and part of the party for over 15 years. Was active in the Libertarian Party of Texas. She will be reaching out to people who sign up as part of the party and they indicate that they want to volunteer. The volunteer director will be reaching out to her.
I met her. She came to one of our fire nights.
Awesome. Keith Zielinski is the activism director. He formerly was called events director for about 2 years. Now it's reverting back to what it was previously called prior to 2018. His first task was to coordinate and get online with a chapter to host the picnic this year. In 2018 was Lake County, 2019 McHenry, 2020 was canceled, 2021 is going to be hosted by Fox Valley. The field operations division will reimburse up to $100 to the chapter that hosts, in this case Fox Valley, and we have offered that same thing to the Central Illinois Libertarians, and hopefully the chapters down there will do the same. All division officers for field operations are expected to work with their chapter chairs and build those relationships. We're there to give guidance, direction, and training and support, not necessarily to do all the work for the chapters, but we're there to help get people up and running. So we have a new chapter online, which is Northwest Cook County Libertarian Party, which is basically I-294 and west, all the communities in there. The chairman of the Kankakee County Libertarian Party has resigned, and so the status of that chapter is in question.
I'm sorry, which chapter?
Kankakee. Jim
Byrne,
Byrne.
right?
Yeah, Jim Byrne.
Well, we have ballot status there.
We do have ballot status there, and it is, so it's going to be challenging.
So what happened with Jim Byrne?
He lost his re-election bid, and he is, in his email to the executive board was that the caucuses and the gatekeeping that he sees happening has just left a very bad taste in his mouth. It's very challenging and difficult to deal with that. and instead of focusing on the importance of getting people elected to bring down the size and scope of government. And so he's not sure what his next way forward is, but he is reconsidering a run as a Republican. It is a terrible loss because he was a very knowledgeable and very
I thought he was going
pragmatic.
to run for Secretary of State.
Yeah,
That's right.
a lot of us
I was
did.
thinking about it, but that's not going to happen.
Now it's not going to happen. So convention is convention. You know what? I will let Kelly speak about that, about convention. So I don't want to, I don't want to be less shit.
While I'm rolling, what were you going to say about precinct committeemen?
Thank you. Precinct Committeemen. Precinct Committeemen is the really an important part of any political party, whether it's Libertarians, Democrats, Republicans, or anybody. It's how you engage with your local community. It's how you get, you are the direct representative of your party and of your neighbors. I find that by doing that, you learn that if your neighbors know you, because you're going door to door, election after election, and even in between elections, planting the seeds of your party's political value system. People are more willing to listen to you than read something, a flyer in the mail. You have that personal contact, and you develop that relationship. And if you become a precinct committeeman, you amplify the voice of the party, of your chapter. You actually make a more significant difference. Plus also, you start developing ways to relate to and communicate with people of other political parties in meaningful ways that earn credibility for the Libertarian Party. It's really important that more Libertarians that are members of the party that want to really make a difference step up and become precinct committeemen. In addition, it allows you to have a deciding vote when it comes time to vote for who the state party chair or the state party vice chair or secretary or treasurer are for the executive board.
We're
And
not
there's
only precinct committeemen, we're also deputy voter registrars.
That's right.
Absolutely. And so those are important things that need to be considered, because what good is being a part of, joining the political party and not, you use your activism and your time for that. If you want to know more, reach out to me. My name is Les Deffner, and I'm the Field Operations Director for the Libertarian Party of Illinois.